Welcome again, and here's Perry.
Da, 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 da.
All right,
I love
have a
Johnny.
great show. The peculiar
Pear.
pear. All right,
That's P-E-R, not P-E.
PER, and that's the front initials of his name, PER. So cool
And
name.
my
I like
logo
it.
will have a pear behind it, the fruit, so that
I
you
like
can
that.
see it. Okay.
That doesn't make us fruits, I hope.
No,
All right.
no, not fruit cakes either.
Not fruit.
All right.
Oh, wow. We've had a great time already with 4 great shows. I think you've been enjoying this gentleman and some of the creativity of his brain, all right, comes forth. And we're going to be talking today about metals. Wow.
Yeah.
What are precious metals? What can you give an example?
Well, let's talk about the military first.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
They wear these medals, right?
They do.
You know, some of them have medals down to their navel, and some just have a couple.
Yeah, some of the guys really have a lot of medals.
Yeah, that's because they've earned it by honor.
Honor? Okay.
Think about it.
So medals have to do with honor.
Not all medals.
Okay. What's an example of a precious metal?
Well, example of precious metals, think about it. They tell you now currency is going to be useless now. So invest in gold, for example.
Oh,
Silver,
silver, gold, yeah.
that's
How about-
precious.
Yeah. All right.
Currency is going to be obsolete eventually.
Well, how does this all tie in with your name?
No, one thing at a time.
One thing at a time. All right.
One thing at a time.
Well,
Let's
let's really mine the gold here for a moment.
let me give you an example of
Uh-huh.
how the Lord showed me what a precious metal is in relation to us.
Okay.
It's not in here yet. Just don't look
No.
at that. Look at the
I'm
camera.
looking at the camera.
This
all
is the TV guy, and I'm
right.
giving
Yeah,
him
and
lessons.
He's telling me how to run the
Ed,
TV show. Yeah. Okay.
Jerry, you know, this is actually Jerry, but I've got lots of names for him.
He already has called me a lot of names.
So, we'll talk about names later. This
Okay.
is precious.
I agree.
This is precious what
Tell
the
us
Lord
about it.
showed me.
Okay.
Has anybody watched a silversmith before? How a silversmith operates, how they do it? Check it out. I'm sure it's on YouTube somehow. They got modern technology. Here's the old-fashioned way of doing it for centuries. Silver is a very dirty metal. Extremely dirty. It's not pure like gold, and there's different purities of gold.
Sure.
But the way to get silver purified
Fire.
is fire.
Fire.
So this is an example of what the Lord showed me on how to purify ourselves like silver. Watch this.
I'm watching.
Actually, if you're on the radio but TV, just close your eyes for a moment. Don't even look at me. I want you to visualize this. Jesus is up in the throne room looking down at his people that has given their lives to them. And he's looking down going, there's Phil, there's Julie, there's Tom, there's Julie again, there's Todd, there's everybody individually. So it's up to us for sanctification and purification. Here's what he does. He looks down like a silversmith, and he looks down in our lives. And when he's looking down in our lives, he sees filth.
Dross, they call it. Dross.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
And then what he does is by the power of the Holy Spirit, he turns up the flame if we allow him to. We're the ones blocking it. But if we allow him to,
Yeah.
he turns up the flames and heats that silver more, the crud, the junk in our lives more. And then when he brings it up to the surface, which is our mind, if we are obedient, we confess that junk and sin, and this is what he does. He visually is taking that and he's wiping his hands across it, and it's sin, and it's gone. Oh, they want to get closer to me. So he turns up the fire a little bit more. It gets hotter, more of the impurities come up from the bottom, and he wipes it off. And he keeps this up and keeps it up, and he's going, now that's my child that wants to know me better. I'm going to turn up the flame. Create in me a clean heart, O God.
Yeah.
Fire up me, fan the flames in my heart.
Yeah.
Try it. Watch what happens. He continues to knock it off, knock off the crud. This is what all of our ultimate goals should be. Try it. Is to get that flame so hot that all the impurities have come up, that he looks down as a silversmith, and he looks down into pure silver and he sees the reflection of himself.
Oh, silver is reflective if it's pure. It's
Profound,
almost transparent. Isn't it?
profound number one.
I like that. Good start.
Now where do we go?
Well, tie
Okay.
this in with your name. I know we were talking a little bit
Well-
about the significance of names, and
What's,
you know.
what's in a name?
The Hebrews used to really have a lot of significance to the name. I mean, they
power-
would name children after events and different things that happened in that time when they were born, and or after possible promises that they had, regarding that.
Let me give you an example of my name. And my family can verify this, but my father can't anymore. But I was born on a farm in South Dakota, United States, to a hard-working Norwegian farmer. I mean, they weren't poor. God supplied all of our needs. But we weren't rich except through him. But here's what happened. I have 3 older sisters. Now, okay, listen, people. This is all in my book. I'm writing a testimonial book, and I get into details, and I tell people this. If God can do what he's done for me, I can about imagine what he can do for you.
Oh, my.
So read this. You can order it. It'll be in the published. Hopefully the goal is to have it published by this spring, Lord willing. I've got to get to work. But listen, please. I have 3 older sisters. They were hired hands without pay from my father on a farm. And then in 1955-56, my family was hit in the head-on car collision by a drunk driver. And fortunately, they were heavy cars. The drunk driver was killed instantly. And usually the drunk driver is the one that survives.
Sure.
Well, one of my sisters was thrown out the back seat. It was a
Oh,
tragedy.
boy.
It was tragedy. My mother had a broken pelvis and a terrible whiplash. And they said that she would never have a child again. And there's a song.
Here I am.
No, there's a song written after me. And then along came Perry. Yeah. So anyway,
Along
here's
came
the
it.
thing.
So you were born out of adversity.
And here's the thing. Predestined. And that's in Romans 8:2. I was going to go there, but I got something else to tell you because we got only limited time.
Sure.
But here's the thing. What are we going to name him if he's a son? Because they didn't have tests to see if you're male and female like they
Didn't
do
in
now.
those days, did they? In our early
So they had a name for a girl. I don't even know what that is.
They were
but
ready for either one.
But they were going to name me Sheldon.
Sheldon, okay.
So Sheldon, my mother, who was a school teacher, said, no, they're going to call him Shelley.
Yep.
And that's not cool.
No.
So they said, how about Perry? Which is a common last name, and not a very common first name.
No, it isn't.
And my middle name is Lynn. And I'd never liked Lynn. Because my aunt in South Dakota, my sister's, Perry Lynn, and I
Oh,
thought,
man.
no. Well, now, of course, there's Lynn Swan, and there's Lynn, there's all kinds of first name men Lynn, but not at that time. So they named me Perry Lynn. And it was probably at about the 80s, 83, 84, I found a book that had names on it, in this book. And it had Perry. I can't find, in truck stops, wherever I travel, I can never find little plaques or keychains that have your name on it. There's no Perry. There's Peter, there's Paul, there's Mary. Oh, that was a good band too. Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Was it?
Never mind. But they had that. Never Perry. But this book had Perry.
Interesting.
It had my scripture.
Wow.
And it says,
Come on.
strong spirit. That's what my name means. And I'm blessed with a strong spirit. Then I went a little further. There's Lynn. There's Lynn. Lynn means refreshing one.
Wow.
And I like to
refreshing.
I like to be refreshing to people.
You do.
So
You do.
I'm not saying that, but you know something? We're going to get new names in heaven.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what mine's going to be. See, I think things like this when I go in the mountains and sit on a rock. I wonder what my new name's going to be.
Has he downloaded any ideas?
A couple of them.
Okay, like?
I don't like Patrick.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be a Peter.
Patrick.
Maybe I'm Patrick Peter or Peter Patrick.
You know what I think when I hear Patrick? I think of SpongeBob. I'm sorry, but...
But we were just at the sponge. Now listen, people.
Oh, now, okay.
We're limited on time.
All right.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
doing fine.
We're doing fine. Okay. I love the Greek people. Never been to Greece, but I'm going to be there soon. Jesus is coming soon, but we still got some time, people. So I believe we still have some time. But what are we going to do? Are we going to sit there and watch television? Watch YouTube? Be distracted? That's my fourth book.
Oh, wow.
Or are we going to concentrate on doing His work for the kingdom that's going to last for eternity?
Yeah. And the time.
I don't want to get into preaching, but I will.
Yeah, well, hey, lay it on.
Because I tell you what, this might be going to be a variety show, but you're going to have to listen to the radio because that's going to be a teaching. And you know, I have not a clue why the Lord has given me so much information. But He's told me it's because I'm humble. If you humble yourself before the Lord, you know what'll shut it down, Jerry? Pride.
Pride. Oh, God hates
all over
pride.
the place. He hates it.
That's
but if you're humble,
He'll cause Satan to get kicked out of heaven.
This is how it works. Throne room, coming right straight down to a human.
Yeah.
And if you're humble and raise your hands to Him, well, this is good.
Yeah.
It goes to the throne room.
It's up and down, isn't it?
But if you go like this, it's prideful, it's all shut down. Listen, people, don't be shut down. I just heard, help me with these statistics that I just heard at the conference. We just met this man a week ago. How many people want to be disciples? Or do you just want to be Christians? Listen, I want to walk and talk and sit, breathe Jesus.
Yes.
And there is less than 8, and it's actually 6% of Christians Jesus would qualify as a disciple. And He says to go and make disciples of all men as part of the Great Commission.
Yes.
We're falling short, people. And you know something? We're going to be held accountable.
Yes, we are.
I want to be held accountable for one word phrase, and that is, well done, my good and faithful servant.
I like that. Now, when this is being aired, Billy Graham's already been buried, but I like what he said, you know. The person interviewing him said, man, Billy, you're so looked up to and honored around the world, and people respect you so highly. And she was giving this wonderful line, and he said, listen, none of that really matters to me. He said, only one person matters to me. He said, and I want to face him before long, and I want him to say, well done, thou good and faithful servant. That's the only one that really counts. And I thought, you know, that's cool. It keeps it simple and plain.
I wear a lot of different hats.
Yes. I like this one, by the way.
I'm a music. I'm gifted in humor. I'm gifted in wit. And I'm gifted as a philosopher. And there's something that I will tell you about me, and that is this. I want people to see me everywhere and don't see me. I want you to see Jesus.
There you go.
Through me. Because I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody. And you know something? I'm proud of it.
There you go. No, I've been around this man now for a short time, but we've had a great time. We've enjoyed each other. We've kind of been sharing and doing a lot of things, and I just believe that he has a message for you that you're going to really enjoy, that God has touched his life in many areas. He's been through a lot of ups and downs like all of us, and I believe that this is going to be a show that you are going to really enjoy, a variety show of music, humor, even messages here and there like today. A good word right from the man himself. You want to say goodbye to us? We got about 15 seconds.
All I can say is we'll see you soon.
All right. God bless you for joining us.
Thank you.